Going the distance for local sports. This is X Sports Today.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
Since opening our doors in 1904, Builtwell Bank has existed to be the local economic engine for the communities we serve. No matter if you're buying a car, saving for retirement, or finally buying that forever home, Builtwell Bank is here to help. From personal checking and savings accounts to a full suite of business and commercial banking with treasury management services, we'll make sure you'll have a dedicated Builtwell banker that understands your unique needs and stands by you every step of the way. No matter where you are in Tennessee or Northwest Georgia, there's likely a Builtwell Bank location nearby. Come see us and let our dedicated financial team help you with all of your banking needs. Member FDIC.
Since 1955, Evers Construction has been the company folks have trusted for residential and commercial construction projects. Today, Evers is still the leader in building and is just as committed to maintaining. From residential to commercial and industrial, Evers' team of experts stands ready to install, service, and repair all your HVAC and plumbing needs. Specializing in leak repair, maintenance, air duct cleaning and repair, air handler service, drain cleaning, gas line work, emergency unit repair, inspections, and more. Evers Construction offers a preventative maintenance package to keep your home or business cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Trained, trusted, reliable. For more information or to schedule an appointment with the pros who know, phone 931-762-3593 or visit eversconstructionco.com. Evers Construction Company in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Going the distance for local sports. This is X Sports Today.
Welcome to X Sports Today. I'm AJ Good, joined by Taylor Plott, Hayden Burks, and Michael Marks. And guys, another warm, toasty evening, or I should say afternoon.
Toasty's an understatement.
I mean, we could definitely fry some eggs on some cars today.
Feel like a turkey on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I'm scared to get back in my car at the end of the day.
If we really wanted to try to, we could definitely do that. But let's get quickly to the news around the world of sports. Obviously, a sad day in Major League Baseball. Sad day for a Cubs fan that grew up in the 80s. But got Ryan Sandberg died at the age of 65 due to a bout with prostate cancer. Sandberg, the Hall of Famer, hit 285 of 282 home runs, 1,061 RBIs, 344 steals in 15 years with the Cubs, made 10 All-Star teams, collected 9 Gold Gloves, won the MVP in 1984, hitting 314, 19 homers, 84 RBIs, 32 steals, 19 triples, 114 runs scored as the Cubs won the NL East, also won the Home Run Derby in 1990. So, guy that definitely proved at second baseman that they can be more than just really good defensive guys who can't throw from short or third base, and really kind of revolutionized the position, and overall just one of the really good guys all across the game of baseball.
Yeah, I've everything I've heard about him has just been positive, and it was definitely, a big loss to not only the Cubs community, but also just the baseball community in general. And, I mean, you're right. I mean, you look at kind of how second basemen are viewed after he retired, and even kind of during his tenure, he started changing that aspect where it's like, this could be not only a valuable position, but a very valuable position, and someone who can hit and do other things. And, you look at the second baseman today, and I mean, he kind of changed that idea that, hey, that's actually a position that is, very, very worthy of other things.
Yeah, I mean, just an all-time great, obviously. I mean, and he could do everything. I mean, he was fast. He's top 5 in the all-time for the Cubs in home runs and hits and stolen bases. I mean, was a great fielder as well at second and third. And like you said, Taylor, just provided a lot of value to the second base position that really wasn't there before. You know, kind of revolutionized the power hitting side for the second baseman, because before that wasn't really that kind of position. And again, was very important to the Cubs community. I got to see a couple Cubs games this weekend and realized how much how important he was to that franchise. So it's a big loss for not only Chicago but Major League Baseball as a whole.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you look at just overall kind of back in the day what second base used to look like, and it was kind of like the redhead stepchild. I'll give that analogy. Yeah. But overall, bringing that into fact, I mean, you just kind of look at just how he's really elevated that position and just overall the Cubs franchise, what he meant to that organization. And like you said, Taylor, he could basically do whatever you asked him to do when it came to offense or the defensive side. So it's a big loss, and I know that a lot of people are definitely going to be remembering him, especially the Cubs organization for sure.
He was, a guy I grew up watching. His best year ever, 84 his MVP year is the year I was born, but a lot of memories of watching Rhino play, him and Grace and Dawson, Rick Sutcliffe, and good core guys. It's a shame that, it went down that that they couldn't have won more than what they did. 2 division titles, just 2 playoff appearances, and he was already out of the organization before Sosa really got ramped up and the team did things. But man, this guy's so beloved. I've read so many stories today about how good he was in person, how good he was, how he treated everyone with respect, all the things he would do for Cubs fans, and pretty decent coach in their organization. We at one time before Joe Madden, we thought Rhino was going to be our manager, and that was going to lead us to the World Series. And then Joe Madden showed up, and everything was okay. He did have that 1 year with the Phillies. I think it was just a mixture of too much bad, and it didn't matter who the manager was.
And I have completely forgotten about that he did that.
I don't think it would have mattered who the manager was.
Yeah, those were not very good Phillies teams.
No. But, man, guys, it just feels like if you grew up in the 80s and went through the 90s.
Yeah, these past 2 weeks have been rough.
Oh, man. Ozzy.
Theo from the Cosby Show.
Hogan. And then, viewing sports back then wasn't the way it was today. Back then it was the Cubs in the afternoon, the Braves in the evening. Growing up where I did in West Virginia, it was the Reds were 3 hours away, the Pirates are 3 hours away. You had a few of those fans. It was mainly Braves and Cubs fans, because that's who we grew up watching. So
WGN and
TBS. This is a huge part of a lot of people's childhood. Is Ryan Sandberg, and man, what a sad loss today in the world of sports.
Yeah, and you talk about that, Cubs and Braves fans. I still remember watching Cubs on WGN when it was still the superstation that it was, and you could get it also TBS. And I remember watching like Carlos Zambrano and some of those Cubs teams in the early 2000s. And I mean, so even though I consider myself a Braves fan, it's like I still grew up kind of watching Cubs games to an extent. So I can understand how, not only have I said, this is a loss for the baseball community, but I know this is a big hit for Cubs fans, and there's a lot of Cubs fans out there that remember watching him play and are definitely feeling pretty sad today.
Yeah, and last summer, they outside of Wrigley, they put up the Ryan Sandberg statue outside the stadium, and it just got put up last summer, and they had a little memorial kind of thing last night. But yeah, really, really a tough loss for the baseball community.
Absolutely. Speaking of baseball, if you're wanting to trade for Helio Suarez, not a good thing. He got hit on the hand last night. Or if you have him on your fantasy team like I do, and you're playing the number 1 team in the league like I am, him getting hit is not a good thing. Him and George Springer, they both got hit last night. I'm still leading after one day miraculously. But, that's tough. I know the Diamondbacks are sellers right now. They're one of the preseason favorites to win the NL West, but right now they're sellers. And they've got a guy that's hit over 35. I think he's at 36 home runs right now, and that's not good.
And if he gets traded, he'll be the first guy ever traded with more than 35 home runs at the All-Star break. So, I mean, it kind of shows how much value he has at the trade deadline. But again, like you were saying with the hand injury, I mean, those are your hands are pretty important in baseball.
Yeah.
I have to say,
just a bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. So you'd want those to be in one piece. Trading for him, because I know the Cubs are obviously a team probably looking for a third baseman. So, but Suarez is definitely gonna be a huge pickup. Yeah. If or when he gets traded.
And then Dylan Cease last night, who's another pitcher on the market, he got hit by a screamer back up the middle. It's like, if you are being rumored in trade rumors, wear football gear.
Yes.
Because you are just getting hit by missiles out there right now. But trade deadline's tomorrow, so we haven't had any huge deals.
Not really.
At all. No. It's almost like tomorrow is going to be like
an overload.
Overload.
The thing that I'm watching for, just going back to a Braves perspective, is I know that Alex Anthopoulos he hasn't said word for word, at least from what I can remember, that he said we are definitely not trading people, but he has gone kind of on the record to say that kind of what we have is what we're going to roll with. Yeah. And obviously people are still circulating the rumors with, is Ozuna going to be moved? I know that the Padres have apparently had some interest in him, and he's kind of been going through some injury stuff. He's been playing a lot, but he has, if I remember correctly, a tear in his quad somewhere, but it's one that he can play with and it's not going to hurt things. So, but I'm very interested to see if Ozuna gets moved, if there's somebody else on the Braves that gets moved. The Braves, I don't really think that they're sellers, but I think they need to buy a little bit. And who knows? Who knows if you catch fire? I just want to somehow salvage part of the season and go into 2026 with something good. And if that means trading for somebody else, I'm all for it. But like what you said, there really hasn't been a so-called blockbuster trade so far.
There's been a lot of rumors.
Yeah.
Just nobody's
making a move.
Well, I mean, I think Kansas City realized they were in a position with Seth Lugo on their roster that, I mean, there wasn't really much that you could get for him, so they just re-signed him. Yeah, they extended him. So
on top of it.
So I mean, and he was already kind of the I guess you could say most valuable pitcher that was presumably on the market. But yeah, it seems like if we're going to get anything, it's going to be a heavy overload of trades tomorrow. Yeah. But I mean, this isn't the greatest trade deadline market, obviously, and it feels like Major League Baseball is just all kind of at a standstill right now. There's nobody that's really, really good, nobody that's really, really bad other than the White Sox and the Rockies. So, I mean, you don't know what's going to happen. Yeah. Because, I mean, there are some teams that want some guys, some teams that want other guys, and there's only so many of them to go around.
It's teams that are trying to fill out, their roster, what they want to do, if they want to be buyers or sellers. And I mean, there's a lot of hot teams out there. There's a lot of cold teams out there, but no, like you said, there's really nobody just kind of putting themselves out there that, hey, we are the primary team that's going to be making moves at this time.
Well, the Red Sox, for example, that's the team I follow the most. They're looking to make a trade deadline acquisition that's not more than just a rental. It's somebody you can keep around for a while, and again, that's even harder to get nowadays. Most guys will go somewhere for half a season, have a good season, and go elsewhere in the off season. So, and I see that's starting to become a trend elsewhere, as people want guys that they can have for more than just half of a season, and it just doesn't seem like that's a very big market in that field.
Yeah. Basketball-wise, guys, Luka Doncic said he took a huge step in improving his health and conditioning this summer, adding his whole body looks better after spending the past 2 months in Croatia. In a report published Monday, he looks much thinner. Doncic and his team, told Men's Health, stuck to a gluten-free, low-sugar diet that includes intermittent fasting, high levels of protein of at least 250 grams a day. Whether this actually translates into him actually playing defense and being a good team player, who knows? But at least he's
hey, we saw what happened last year when he stepped on that scale. Yeah. It might happen again.
Yep.
I'm just wondering why it's news that a professional basketball player is in shape.
Well, let me put on that. The fact that is news is very telling.
Yeah, I mean, what are we doing now with? Hey, look, this basketball player's in shape. I hope the rest of them are. Yeah. But obviously, if you've watched Luka either with Dallas or LA, we've seen that the defense kind of takes kind of goes to the back seat when it comes to what he's kind of using his energy for, and obviously, if he's wanting to be that guy that fills in for LeBron after he's done in LA, he's going to have to play defense, and that's the bottom line. And he's not going to be able to. He wasn't going to be able to do that at the level they needed him to, at the condition that his body was in last season. So obviously this is a huge step for the Lakers, and I think it could pose for an interesting start to the season just to see how he's moving around, because again, Luka is one of those guys where if he can get a step faster or add a couple inches to his vertical, he could be a very, very dangerous player.
There is one reason and one reason only that the Los Angeles Lakers went and got him. That was because they knew LeBron was not going to be there much longer, and they wanted him to take his spot. And I don't know what all went down behind closed doors. I know obviously his health and his weight and everything, defense was a big issue with, stuff in his game. And I know that the Lakers probably told him, hey, you need to try to do this, this, and this. Sounds like he's doing this, this, and this, and we'll see what happens in this season if that actually makes a transition. The fact that he does look different than what he did, that's a good step forward. But, yeah, I mean, they wanted him post LeBron, and we're going to find out how much of an impact this is going to have on his game.
Yeah, I think overall you just look at the aspect of Luka Doncic. We know what he can do on the offensive side. Defense is where he's been struggling, and we saw it in the playoffs. I mean, he can do everything you want him to do offensively, but whenever you're getting blown by a 10-day contract player that plays for the Miami Heat that's been undrafted, nobody knows who you are. That's pretty
alerting.
bad.
Yeah.
That is alerting. So, I mean, I hope it's a step in the right direction. Obviously, he's not going to be the athletic freak that LeBron is, but, he can do so many things. He can pass the ball, rebound.
Yeah.
He's an insane rebounder. Like, I just watch him. He just knows where to put his body and being able to get those rebounds. But I think it's just being able to condition. I think he's got to get stronger, too, when it comes to getting down the lane, bumping people down the lane. So maybe it's a right step maybe it's a step in the right direction. We'll just have to see.
He's got the talent. I mean, we're not saying that he doesn't have the talent. He's got the talent. We know he's got the talent. And if he's able to get his body in shape to where he can actually utilize that talent to its full extent, I'm with you. I don't think he's going to be the talent that LeBron is and was, but he could easily be somewhat comparable in certain aspects of his game.
He's the next box office dude for the Los Angeles Lakers. That's what they bought in for post LeBron.
Well, post LeBron, their next best guy on the team was Anthony Davis. Well, Anthony Davis is already probably 33, 34, and is made of glass and paper. So they knew that if they wanted him to be their star, well, it just wasn't going to happen because you can't get him to play more than 40 games in a season without getting hurt. Luka is a guy that hasn't had a big injury problem in his past and is a similar play style to LeBron. He's the big forward kind of guy that likes to handle the ball, can pass, rebound, and do everything. And now he's starting to have to treat his body that way because in Dallas, that was kind of the selling point. That's kind of why Nico Harrison wanted to get rid of him, is he wanted him to slim down, and that wasn't an option at that time. So I think it's good that the Lakers have gotten this out of him because I think seeing Luka at his full potential is going to wake up the NBA. I really do.
Yeah. College football news, a wild story, guys. At a media event Friday, North Carolina Central coach Trey Oliver was asked about the most ridiculous moments faced in coaching, and his response set off alarms across the state of Virginia. Oliver said he found a Virginia Tech assistant coach on a sideline for one of Central's games last year. It suggested the coach was there to lure his star running back, Jamari Taylor, into the transfer portal. Virginia Tech was actually on my sideline recruiting our running back. That was pretty bold. I couldn't believe it. Oliver didn't name the running back, but he did say the player later transferred to Virginia. Taylor was a first-team all-conference player, is now on Virginia's roster. Oliver said he needed assistant coaches to calm him down on the sideline, noting several told him he's just down here visiting, but I knew what it was. Virginia Tech released a statement Saturday saying this is the first time the issue had been raised and that the school would investigate. Taylor is now at the University of Virginia, and the North Carolina Central coach said he will root for his former player, especially when they play Virginia Tech on November 29th.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying it's a serious problem because I remember earlier in the summer, Brett Bielema accused Georgia of a similar thing with his running back, and it's a problem. We have coaches sending, those little GAs or whatever, the little, just hey, go to this game and watch this guy.
The little minions.
Yes, the Connor Stallions of the world and stuff like that, and it's become a huge problem because you've seen every coach and commissioner say it. It's almost like every year is a completely new year. Yeah. You don't know who you're going to have. You don't know who's coming in, who's going out. And now that we have more stories of obvious intervention like this, there's got to be something done about this.
Yeah. If you think that this is not a problem in today's college football, then you need to have a reality check because it is happening everywhere. They're just not getting caught. And it's the same thing with paying players before NIL. You can't tell me that there weren't gobs of these players, really good players, that weren't getting something. Right. They were getting something. It's under the table, and it was hidden, and it was done perfectly. Yeah. They're doing this with the recruiting now, and I don't know if there is specific wording in any bylaw or anything like that says you can't do this, but if there isn't, something's got to change because that is definitely tampering.
Well, I mean, you just go back to the 70s and early 80s. Why was SMU the only team that got the death penalty?
Yeah.
Makes you think.
Yeah.
I don't want to go too much into conspiracy, but
it's happening. It's happening a lot more than people
want to admit.
Yeah,
absolutely. Well, coming up next, guys, it's our favorite day of the week. It's Tuesday, which means it's Trivia Tuesday. Got some baseball and some college football. We're going to play a new game with these guys. It's called Have They Ever Played? That's coming up next.
Here at Fields & Brown Barbershop, legacy means a lot. We're trying to fill big shoes left by my two uncles and my grandfather, where every haircut came with conversation and every customer left a little taller than when they walked in. The barbershop is about pride. It's about knowing your barber knows your name and your story. Come see us at Fields & Brown Barbershop, where tradition never goes out of style. 3 generations, 1 legacy, your barbershop.
Welcome to Mid-South Barn Dominiums. We realize there's a lot of options when it comes to finding a builder for your next home. Here at Mid-South, we understand that customer service, quality, and selections are very important. It's a very large time, money, and an emotional investment, and we're here to listen and care. We realize the kitchen's the most used and abused room in the house. Our cabinets are locally custom made from Sanderson Cabinets out of Lawrenceburg. They're real wood, poplar or maple, whether you paint or stain. All comes with slow close hardware and many pull-out different style options to choose from.
You know, Storing Lee Furniture is not just some huge chain store, but we do have a 144,000 square foot showroom right here in Leoma, Tennessee. The Story family has worked together in the business now for 55 years. And a familiar face is here to help you with whatever you need. That's what being a part of the community right here in the Tennessee Valley means. And if you have an issue, we're right here to take care of it. And don't forget free delivery. We invite you to come see us. We're Storing Lee Furniture.
Juarez Tile Pros and Remodeling can help you with all your home remodeling and construction needs. They specialize in custom walk-in showers and floors, and no job is too big for their expert team. Licensed and insured, call Juarez Tile Pros and Remodeling today, located in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Good Works at Home, formerly known as The Summit at Home, is a licensed non-skilled agency dedicated to helping you maintain your independence at home for as long as possible. Our compassionate and caring staff provide support in various areas, including dressing, bathing, personal hygiene, transportation, cleaning, and companionship. Please call our office about services, payment options, and long-term care policies at 931-762-2310. We look forward to assisting you with keeping your independence longer.
C&B Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you. Because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies, C&B Linen is here to make sure you have everything you need. From our high-quality products to our fast, friendly, and reliable service, you'll experience the difference with C&B Linen. Because you're not just a client, you're part of our family. You'll be winning with C&B Linen.
Going the distance for local sports. This is X Sports Today.
Welcome back to X Sports Today. AJ Good with Taylor Plott, Hayden Burks, Michael Marks. Guys, it's time to get into Trivia Tuesday. Before we get into our new game, got a couple baseball topics. One hard, the other one sort of hard. I can't wait to see where you go. The first one, though, it's a pitching question, but other than the game of baseball. What pitchers have the most games with 9 innings pitched, 3 hits or fewer allowed, and 2 or fewer earned runs allowed? I've got
sorry, fellas.
10 on this pitch.
Greg Maddux.
No. Here's a clue. Only 2 of these pitched in the 90s or pitched into
the 90s.
Okay, so that makes me think that those 2 would be Nolan Ryan and
number 1, 68.
Because he just pitched for forever. And for some reason, I'm thinking, I want to say Randy Johnson. Is he on there?
No, Randy was 90s into 2000s.
That's what I was thinking.
Wow. Colfax?
No.
That's Sandy.
I figured Ryan was going to be on there. Yeah.
Ooh, I'm trying to go back. We got like a Walter Johnson or a Bob Feller in there.
Wow. 3 and 4. Okay. Johnson with 42. Feller with 36.
It's going into the bucket.
Yeah. Cy Young. He threw like
no.
Really? See, I'm going old because those guys would throw 9 innings every 3 times a week.
Oh yeah, they throw like 150 pitches.
Yeah. We got any like 60s and 70s guys? Yeah. Okay, primarily. Is there like a Robin Roberts in there?
I'm going to throw a name out there just to see Satchel Paige.
Oh, that would. And see, that makes me think like John Donaldson. He's the same era, but he also didn't get as much time in the big leagues.
Think about some really dominant guys in the 70s.
See, this is where my dad would be perfect because he would just like call them off like that.
And see, 70s is about where my knowledge runs out. I can give you some guys from like the 30s.
I wish
I'm struggling.
Are these like well-known names?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You got the top 3 of the top 4.
Yeah, I feel like the teams would probably give it away.
Number 2 pitched for the Mets, Reds, and
Tom
White
Seaver.
Sox. Yep, there you go. Number 5 pitched for the original Washington Nationals, Cleveland Indians, and the Chicago White Sox. I'm just going. You probably don't know it. It's an early win. He had 36.
Yeah.
Seaver's number 2. He had 45. And this guy pitched for the Cardinals and the Phillies. He's at number 6.
Bob Gibson.
Well, Bob Gibson is number 9, mainly for the Cardinals. 32. Steve Carlton is 6.
I wouldn't have gotten that one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Gaylord Perry, number 7.
Yep.
Giants, Indians, and Rangers. Jim Palmer.
Interesting.
See, that was the other guy I put with Robin Roberts is Jim Palmer, and I couldn't get the name. I couldn't get it out.
And rounding out the top 10, Ferguson Jenkins.
Oh, Fergie Jenkins.
What a name that is.
Here's this might be a little bit easier. Give me each franchise's home run leader as a first baseman.
Okay.
For the Braves.
Yep, 266.
Carlos Pena for the Marlins?
No.
Oh.
Paul Goldschmidt for the Diamondbacks?
Yep, 205. We got Freeman, so there's Arizona, Atlanta for Baltimore.
Oh, gosh. See, I feel like Boston would be a hard one because it's not David Ortiz, is it?
No, because he's a designated.
Yeah.
Yeah. He only played first just
this guy was also a big left-hander.
Is it Kevin Youkilis?
No, big left-hander.
Oh, lefty. Oh, gosh. Yaz didn't play first, did he? No.
No.
Oh, gosh.
You said for Baltimore?
No, that's
Boston.
for Boston.
That's for Boston. Boston.
Baltimore's is Eddie Murray.
Oh,
I wouldn't have gotten that one.
295.
Okay, Yankees. I have all the teams pulled up right here.
Is Boston recent or old?
90s.
Okay.
90s. Oh, gosh.
I probably would not get this one.
I can think of a ton of infielders that just weren't first basemen. Because, like, Wade Boggs was not a first baseman.
No. Mo Vaughn.
Mo Vaughn. Oh, yeah.
217 for the Cubs.
Is it relatively new?
Is it Rizzo?
I was going to go Rizzo. Yeah.
242 for the White Sox.
White Sox is it Frank Thomas?
Frank Thomas.
Jim Tomei?
Tomei's on this list, just not
for the Guardians or
for Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Yeah.
Wow, the White Sox.
One was on the World Series team.
Oh yeah, that probably counts me out. I was 2 years old.
Big right-hander, a lot of pop. Big right-hander.
Why are you looking at me?
You were alive.
Oh, I'm not peeking now.
Paul Konerko.
Oh yes,
for the Reds. This one should be easier.
Oh, for the Reds?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Is it Adam Dunn? No. He's not first base.
He
He's an outfielder.
He was outfield.
I was just thinking a big home runs guy.
Just recently retired.
Oh, Votto.
Yeah, Joey Votto.
345. You already mentioned Tomei. 218 with Cleveland. For the Rockies.
Would be Todd Helton.
362. The Tigers, you're not going to get it. It's Norm Cash, 364.
Oh, wow, because Miggy played third most of his career.
Mm-hmm.
For the Astros.
Jeff Bagwell.
446. You're not going to get the Royals. John Mabry, 132.
Never heard of him.
The Angels. This one kind of shocked me.
Is it Albert Pujols?
Yes, 120. The Dodgers, you're not going to get it. Gil Hodges, 326.
Love Gil.
The Marlins. He was on their 03 World Series team.
I figured that's where you were going with that. I can like picture him, but
I will say he's more known what he did for the Cubs than what he did for the Marlins.
I got it.
Derek Lee.
Yep.
127. I have a Derek Lee Cubs jersey.
Wow.
The Brewers.
Prince Fielder.
Yep, 225. The Twins, Kent Herbeck, 278.
Would not have gotten that.
The Mets. Still playing.
Is it Pete?
Yep.
I thought he was a little too recent, but he's been in the league for a while.
He's been there for a while now.
He's added to this, but oh my goodness, what just happened? He's at 208. This thing just went.
Factory reset.
Yeah, factory reset. Okay, we're back. The Yankees is Lou Gehrig.
Oh, wow.
478.
Okay.
The A's.
A's. Ooh, is it Mark McGwire?
Yes, 349. The Phillies.
Ryan Howard.
370. The Pirates is Willie Stargell. 182. The Padres. Recent.
I can't even tell.
Another big left-hander.
You're going to say his name, would be like, of course.
I got nothing.
Adrian Gonzalez.
Oh, Agon, yeah.
160. The Giants. There's a part of their ballpark named after him.
Willie McCovey. I was going to go Will Clark, but Willie McCovey.
390. The Mariners is Alvin Davis, 130.
Okay.
Cardinals.
That's going to be Albert Pujols, too.
Pujols.
354. The Rays.
Is that one Carlos Pena?
162.
I get Tampa and Miami mixed up a ton. That's what it was.
The Rangers.
Mark Teixeira?
No.
He played first, right?
Earlier
than that.
Teixeira.
Palmeiro?
Yep, 220. The Blue Jays.
Delgado. Carlos Delgado.
292. And the Expos is Andres Galarraga.
Oh, Galarraga, yeah.
Okay, at 112. So time to go to have they ever played? I went through the University of Tennessee. And all of them against all the Power 4 teams. There is one team that Tennessee has not played out of the ACC.
Only one team out of the ACC.
Yeah. Alabama's next, by the way, but there's one team.
Stanford.
Wow. Okay.
Really?
See, I was going up the East Coast.
I was thinking old ACC.
Yeah.
So they've played Boston College 10 times. They're 8-2.
BC was going to be my guess.
Cal 4 times. So it's 2-2. Clemson 18. They're ahead 12-6. Duke 27 times. They're ahead 14.
I bet they play a lot in the.
Florida State twice. They're 1-1. Georgia Tech 42 because they used to.
I'm
be
cool
in
with the
the
one we
SEC.
did. Yeah.
25-17. Louisville, they're 5-0 all time. Miami, they're 2-1 against. NC State, they're 3-1 against. North Carolina, they're 20-11 in their 31 meetings. Pitt,
Wow, they played that many times.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pitt, they've played 4 times, and Pitt leads the series 3-1.
Yeah, the only win was the last year, the Johnny Majors Classic.
SMU, they've played them once and won it. Syracuse, they're 3-0 against. Virginia, in 5 meetings, are 4-1 against. 6-3 against Virginia Tech, and 6-3 against Wake Forest.
And see, I'm sitting here trying to go through all the teams, thinking of bowl games we had played them in.
I just had a feeling it wasn't an original ACC member.
The Big 12, there's 3 teams that Tennessee has not played.
Arizona State.
That's 1.
Colorado.
Nope.
They played Colorado.
played them once, and they played to a tie.
That's right.
Iowa State.
Nope, they have played Iowa State once and won.
Arizona.
Okay. Arizona's the other.
I know they played
Utah?
West Virginia.
Nope, they're 3-0 all time against Utah.
And we played BYU. I was there.
Yeah, I was there for that one too. Zach Wilson.
Just absolutely shredded.
TCU. I was going to say that too.
They've played them twice. Won them both times.
Is it Baylor?
Nope. They
No,
played
they played
Baylor once and won.
They played Kansas State.
Oh, Houston.
Nope, they've played them 3 times. and
Really?
2 and
Yeah,
won.
and see, I'm thinking.
Kansas.
Nope, they've played Kansas twice and won both times.
Oklahoma State.
See, like
1-0 against.
Yeah, they're 1.
Okay, one game.
I know that one.
Central Florida?
That is it.
See, I started going through the new schools. I'm like, well, we played Butch Jones in Cincinnati, but we didn't get Central Florida.
1-0 against. Actually, Baylor is 1-0 against Tennessee.
Okay.
BYU 1-0 against Tennessee. The Vols are 5-1 against Cincinnati. The Colorado is a tie. 2-1 against Houston. 1-0 against Iowa State. 2-0 against Kansas. Kansas State won the only meeting against UT.
And that was like the 03 Cotton Bowl or something like that. It was cold.
1-0 against Oklahoma State, 2-0 against TCU, 1-1 against Texas Tech, 3-0 versus Utah, and 0-1
against
the
West Virginia.
Mountaineers.
And I remember
The greatest team in West Virginia history. Well,
No, not the
one of the.
in the Holgerson history.
Yeah.
Thank God that's over.
worst first drive in college football history.
Yeah, that literally popped up on my Twitter feed yesterday. Yeah.
So out of the Big Ten, there's 3 teams that Tennessee has never faced.
Northwestern.
Nope, they've actually played. them
That
twice.
was 95 and 2015.
I went to.
Was it?
They played
Yeah,
Oregon.
they're 2-0 against them. I used to have a sweatshirt that there's a local sports store that used to do this like big. It was like it wasn't a store. It was like a manufacturing plant. They used to make all these shirts, and every year they would do a big like warehouse sale. And for the longest time, I used to wear this Tennessee versus Northwestern citrus bowl because it was the most comfortable thing ever. And then I went to when I had braces, I went to the something happened, and they made my gag reflex so bad.
Oh, no.
What it's orthodontist.
Yeah.
Orthodontist.
And they made me puke, and I puked all
Oh,
over
no.
the shirt. It was a bad day.
Ugh.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Anyways, they're 2-0 against Northwestern.
For some reason, I'm feeling like, is Illinois one of them?
Number 1, yeah.
Yeah. Maryland.
Nope, they've played Maryland. Where is it?
Like Maryland. What was that?
They've actually played them 8 times.
Wow.
Tennessee is 5-3 against them.
And going like the West Coast, they've played Oregon. Obviously, that one didn't go well.
They played
Played UCLA a lot.
They play Washington.
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah,
But
they
that
haven't
one's
played Washington
coming
yet.
up hopefully soon.
They've played 13 against UCLA. They're 7
Yeah,
and
they
6
used to play a
against
lot in the
UCLA.
90s.
So Washington is one of them.
Yes.
They
Okay.
played USC. I know that for
Yes.
4-0. Actually, USC is 4-0
Against Tennessee.
So then the other one's going to be OG.
Is it Rutgers? No, they probably played them in the 90s.
Rutgers 4 times, and they're 3-1 against them.
So it's going to be someone who's been in the Big
Yeah.
Ten.
And they used to play
Michigan,
Nebraska
they
a
played
lot in the
Ohio
Citrus
State.
Bowl.
What about Michigan State?
It is Michigan.
Oh,
It is
wow.
Michigan State.
Party.
Okay.
It is Michigan State. So they are 2-0 against Indiana, 3-1 against Iowa, 5-3 against Maryland. I can't believe they played it.
Eight times. I couldn't believe that.
1-0 against Michigan, 1-0 against Minnesota. They're 1-2 against Nebraska, 2-0 against Northwestern, 1-1 against Ohio State. Oregon's 2-0 against them. They are 2-3 against Penn State. 2-0 for actually Purdue was up 2-0.
Yeah.
Interesting. I forgot about that. 3-1 against Rutgers, 7-6 against UCLA, 0-4 against USC, and 2-0 versus Wisconsin.
Yeah, the last time Tennessee and Maryland played December 31st of 2002, and it was 30-3.
So they are switching now to the Crimson Tide, Taylor.
We'll see how this goes.
3 teams in the ACC that Alabama has never played.
We'll throw Stanford and Cal in there.
They have played them both.
Wow.
I know
We've done a lot of the West Coast stuff.
They're even with Stanford in 1-1, and they've in the one meeting actually 1-1 against Cal, and they beat Stanford in their one. It was like 1936
Yeah,
or something.
there's gonna be a lot of like USC, Cal from like earlier
in
on.
the days. Yeah, 'cause Bear Bryant always wanted to play the best.
No, they're 2-0 against SMU.
We played SMU.
Virginia Tech?
No, they've played them.
They used to play them to open the season.
That's right.
12-1
09.
is Alabama in that series.
Syracuse.
Nope, they've played them twice, and they're even 1-1.
Boston College.
Have played them 4 times, and
Okay.
Boston College is 3-1 against Alabama.
We got to change that.
Pitt?
Well, they played.
Okay. I get. Yep.
How many teams? 3 of them?
And they played Duke to open the season or something like that a couple years ago.
4-1 against Duke.
Yeah.
What about UNC?
They have played North Carolina once, and they won it.
Virginia?
That is another one that they have never played.
So Virginia.
And it's not Georgia Tech because Georgia Tech's in our fight
used
song.
to be in the
49 times. In
Oh, well, they were
original SEC.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I almost just said Clemson.
NC State.
No, they have played NC State 5 times, and they're 5-0.
Wake Forest.
That is it.
There we go.
Let's
Let's go on North Carolina. Everyone forgets about.
They're 14-5 against Clemson.
Chris Paul, Tim Duncan. That's all that matters.
4-1 against Duke, 3-1 against Florida State, 28-21 against Georgia Tech, 3-1 against Louisville, 15-3 against Miami, 5-0 against NC State, 1-0 against UNC, 2-0 against SMU, 1-0 against Stanford, even with Syracuse, 1-1, 12-1 against Virginia Tech. So there are 3 teams in the Big 12 that Alabama has never faced.
Houston.
No, they have played Houston 10 times.
Really?
And won all 10 meetings.
Oklahoma State?
They have played Oklahoma State once and won.
Yep, that was,
no, actually,
we
Oklahoma
lost
State
it.
won.
We lost it. That was the bowl game where Joe Kynes ended up being the head coach.
Yeah. It was like 0-2 or 0-3, something like that.
We lost it on the last drive, too.
Mm-hmm.
They played Arizona.
Nope.
No.
Oh, they haven't played
Is it
Arizona.
okay? So I would throw Arizona and Arizona State in there.
Yeah.
Ding ding. They've never played Arizona and Arizona State.
So one more.
Is it Central Florida again?
No, they have played Central Florida once, and UCF won that game.
They played Kansas State because they were in that bowl game.
The Sugar Bowl.
Yep.
Kansas.
Yeah.
It is Kansas.
Wow.
I knew Kansas State was recent.
2-0 against Baylor, 1-0 against BYU, 6-0 versus Cincinnati, 2-1 versus Colorado, 10-0 against Houston, 1-0 against Iowa State, 1-0 against Kansas State, 1-0 against Oklahoma State. TCU leads the series, 3-2. 1-0 against Texas Tech, 1-0 is UCF. Utah won their lone meeting. Remember that?
0-4, Alex Smith.
Yep. And then 1-0 against West Virginia. I was at that game.
Do you remember the game with Texas Tech? Why we're 1-0? Do you remember that one? That was like the 05 Cotton Bowl. Jamie Christensen was our kicker, and he kicked one of the worst-looking field goals I have ever seen. It was going sideways, and it went barely across
13 to 10, the 2005
barely
Cotton Bowl.
across the crossbar, and won it.
So out of the Big Ten, there are 5 teams that Alabama has not played.
Well, I'm going to guess Michigan State's one of them.
Nope, they've
No,
played them twice.
wow.
Played them
Okay.
in the playoff.
Oh, yeah, duh.
They're 2-0.
It's like the first year or something.
Yeah,
they played Ohio State. They play Wisconsin every year.
They they had a home and home with Penn State.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They played
Penn
Washington.
State the most, 15 times.
No, they played them in
their
the playoffs.
That's right.
Yeah, Washington. They're 5-0 against Washington. 4-3 against Michigan. 2-0 against
There's
Michigan
5
State.
teams.
Oregon.
Did they play Oregon?
They played Oregon.
That is one of them.
Oh,
Okay. And they probably played a bunch of games against SC and UCLA.
Yes.
They're actually just 2-1 against
Okay.
UCLA. Actually UCLA is 2-1 against them.
Okay.
And they're 6-2 against USC.
Yeah, I know they played USC a lot.
They have played Rutgers twice and won.
I know they played Maryland in like the Music City Bowl in like 2000.
Yes.
2-1 against Maryland.
We played Minnesota before.
Yep.
I went to that Music City Bowl game.
Just one time. That
Yep.
was it.
Iowa?
No. They've never played Iowa.
All right. You said one more or 2 more?
There's 3
Or
more.
3
They
more.
played
It was
Nebraska,
5, yeah.
haven't they?
Yeah, 5 times.
Yeah.
Alabama leads 3-2.
Illinois.
No, they've played them once, and
Okay.
Alabama won.
Purdue.
Purdue is one of them.
I was thinking
I'm just trying to think of really, really weird
How
matchups.
many? We need
2 more now.
2 more.
Indiana.
That is one of them.
Okay.
So down the one.
Cincinnati's Big 12. Never mind.
Did we say Northwestern?
That's the
I was curious about that one.
I'm sitting here thinking of states. I'm like, I feel like we hit them all this time.
Yeah, I think, yep. Let's see. Yeah, and I said the rest of the records. They're actually 4-1 against Ohio State. Can you name the one loss?
2014's the Sugar Bowl.
Yep, there it is. All right, guys. Got some more of those coming up throughout the year. It's fun to see how.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that one. How they played before. Yeah.
Yeah, it really makes you like, I never would have thought of an ugly field goal against Texas Tech to win.
I still have that in my brain. It was the ugliest, most beautiful thing.
Well, coming up next, guys, we continue our daily Whose Schedule Is That? That's coming up next.
Pat's Cafe and Catering has been proudly serving customers in Lawrenceburg since 1987. For 4 generations, our family-run cafe has served up delicious breakfast and lunch favorites, with friendly service and a welcoming atmosphere. We also offer full-service catering and can help to make your next party or event a success. For great food and friendly faces, visit us today at Pat's Cafe and Catering.
Efficiency, reliability, accuracy. Move forward with your real estate sale or purchase with Title and Escrow of Lawrence County, the most experienced closing team around. Working with clients locally and throughout the state, we offer a wide range of services, including the expertise of an on-staff attorney, backed by our more than 49 years' experience in titles and closings. We get the job done on time at a fair price and ensure every last detail is correct. Our goal is to give you peace of mind. When you work with us, you work with people who live where you do. We understand the importance of the real estate community and strive to build strong relationships with all parties involved in the process. Whether you're buying a home, selling a business, acquiring land, or anything in between, you're in good hands with Title and Escrow of Lawrence County.
Put the most experienced closing team on your side. Contact Title and Escrow of Lawrence County today.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available on the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
I'm Mike Keith, and my friends at Elliott Johnson Insurance have a great partner in Auto Owners Insurance. Auto Owners makes it easy to get life, home, car, or business insurance. Let Elliott Johnson Insurance find the Auto Owners policy that makes a difference in your life. Call Elliott Johnson Insurance at one of their 3 locations, Florence, Loretto, and Lawrenceburg. Elliott Johnson Insurance, moving forward for our clients every day.
A&M Medical is Lawrence County's newest medical clinic, specializing in urgent and primary care. Practitioners Andrea Bain and Meredith Hutton bring years of experience and compassion to keep you and your family healthy. A&M Medical features a separate well waiting room to meet your needs. Visit today and ask about A&M's weight loss program and telemedicine services. That's A&M Medical, located at 2367 Highway 43 South in Leoma, Tennessee.
Going the distance for local sports. This is X Sports Today.
And welcome back to X Sports Today. AJ Good with Taylor Plott, Hayden Burks, and Michael Marks. Guys, it's time to close out the show with Name That Schedule. So
we didn't have an intro to that.
Yeah, I didn't have music.
So we do a team from each Power 4 conference, and then we go to the group of 5.
Yep.
So
and pray.
Yeah,
pray.
Hope for the best.
So they're what, 8 for 8 in
on the Power 5.
4,
Yeah, Power 4.
Power 4, 0 for 2 in the group of 5. I don't have much hope for today either. So let's start with the Power 4 on a Thursday night at home against Central Arkansas, at home versus Kansas, home versus Louisiana, home versus South Carolina, home versus UMass, week off, home versus Alabama, at Auburn, at Vanderbilt, week off, home versus Texas A&M, home versus Mississippi State, at Oklahoma, at Arkansas.
Missouri.
Dang. It's a good start to the season. They got like 6 games at home.
Mm-hmm. I looked at their schedule last year. Dude, their schedule, they lost every ranked game they had except like one. And that one ranked win was Boston College.
Yep.
And the only reason they were ranked is because everybody thought Florida State was still going to be good.
Kansas, South Carolina, Bama, and A&M all at home.
Yep.
That's a good.
That's a good
Great
stretch.
start. Yeah.
Okay. Load it up. Okay. Thursday night against UT Martin, at Oregon, week off, home versus Tulsa, home versus Baylor, at Arizona, home versus Houston, home versus Cincinnati, at Texas Tech, at Kansas, week off, home versus Kansas State, at UCF, home versus Iowa State.
Iowa.
No,
Wait, no. Sorry, that's Big Ten.
Oh gosh.
Against Iowa State is Nebraska? No, they're Big Ten too.
No. So I was thinking rivalry game, which it probably is,
That's
but
what I'm thinking.
Is it BYU?
No.
No.
It's not Colorado either.
I'll only ask this: is that Iowa State game at the end a rivalry game? Not really. Okay, so that's
I wouldn't
Utah?
consider it. No.
So it's like, all right, let's go through random Big 12 teams. Texas Tech. I don't know.
Well, Texas Tech is.
Yeah.
Houston.
No. Houston is on
Cincinnati.
I couldn't remember if it was on the schedule or not.
Iowa State. Well,
Who's their first game again?
UT Martin.
UT Martin and then Oregon.
At Oregon.
At Oregon. It's a weird little 1-2
Go through the conference games.
Home versus Baylor, at Arizona, home versus Houston and Cincinnati, at Texas Tech, at Kansas, week off, home versus Kansas State, at UCF, home versus Iowa State.
TCU?
No.
Arizona State.
No.
No, we've already named them.
Oh, you already named it? Okay. Jeez.
We've got a good reputation. I ain't giving up.
It's not Oklahoma State.
It is
Oklahoma State. Okay.
Oklahoma State,
I was
Oregon.
all in that center area. I was like, who in the
Well, I'm sitting here listening.
I had to redeem myself after I said their name the other day.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, yeah, you missed that. He goes, all right, Oklahoma State.
All right. So, Friday against Western Michigan. Next week, home versus Boston College, home versus Youngstown State, at USC, week off. At Nebraska, home versus UCLA. At Indiana, home versus Michigan. At Minnesota, week off. Home versus Penn State. At Iowa, home versus Maryland.
Home versus Maryland. USC?
It is not USC.
That sounds like
Definitely Big Ten.
I don't know why. It seems like Washington. Is that Washington? No.
Rutgers?
No.
First game
Maryland.
against.
First game's against who again?
Is it Michigan State?
It is Michigan State.
Well, I'm sitting there. I was like, okay, if they're playing an in-state team and their last game's not against Ohio State, that only leaves Michigan
Michigan
State.
State always plays like a MAC team on
Yeah.
a Friday
Yeah.
or a Thursday
Yeah.
to start the year. So, Boston College, though, that one kind of threw me off a bit. But they got
That's a brutal
Iowa,
road schedule.
Minnesota, Indiana, and Nebraska, and USC. But they do get UCLA, Michigan, and Penn State at home.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, we saw the records of those teams that had to travel over two time zones last
the
year.
Maryland game is actually at Ford Field in Detroit. So,
Huh.
yeah.
That's interesting.
All right, ACC, the final one. Neutral site against South Carolina. Home versus Vanderbilt. Home versus Old Dominion. Home versus Wofford. At NC State. Home versus Wake Forest. At Georgia Tech. Week off. Home versus Cal. Home versus Louisville. Week off. At Florida State. Home versus Miami. At Virginia.
The Fighting
Virginia
Turkeys.
There you go, Virginia Tech.
Fighting Turkeys.
I thought the first one was definitely going to give it away.
Yeah.
And it did. Okay. This is where I throw the curveball.
And I'm sitting heater.
Thursday at Rutgers, following week home versus West Virginia. Then they're at Ohio State, home versus Gardner-Webb, home versus Bowling Green, at Ball State, week off, home versus Northern Illinois, then at Eastern Michigan, week off, Tuesday home versus Miami, Tuesday at Western Michigan, Tuesday home versus UMass, Friday at Buffalo.
Well, it's a MAC team.
Let's get some action in
It's
here.
some action.
Is it Toledo?
No.
What's their last game again?
At Buffalo on a Friday.
Okay.
Kent State?
No.
I feel like it's one of the Michigans.
Marshall on the MAC?
No.
I was going to throw Marshall in there
Yeah,
after the West
she's talked
Virginia,
about
but
it.
Yeah.
Or Conference USA?
Or USA or Sunbelt.
I always get them all just mixed up.
Bowling Green?
No, they're
No.
okay. I'm just trying to go through some of them mentally here.
Where are the conference games?
Okay. So it is
I think college football.
home versus Bowling Green at Ball State, week off. Home versus NIU at Eastern Michigan. Tuesday, home versus Miami. Tuesday at Western Michigan. Tuesday, home versus UMass. Friday at Buffalo.
Who are we missing from? I forgot you mentioned Bowling Green. That was on the schedule, so yeah. I'm just going through my MAC teams because I've seen almost every single MAC team play because MACtion's awesome to watch.
You got Toledo, Ball State, Bowling Green.
You said Miami of Ohio, so they're in there.
It's not Central, Western, or Eastern Michigan.
No.
It's not Buffalo. There's got to be another. There's a team in Indiana that we're forgetting, and that's it.
Well, that team from Indiana is on the schedule.
Yeah, he said NIU's in there. Yeah.
That's Northern Illinois.
Oh, sorry, Northern Illinois. Yeah, sorry, Ball State. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, no.
It's the other NIU.
Who?
Akron? No.
Oh, that's a good guess.
That's another MAC team, though. We've named every other MAC
Give
school.
me, all right, this is the last 10 I want. Give me a sub-region, if you will, of where this team is.
Southeast Ohio.
Southeast Ohio. Is it Ohio?
It is Ohio.
I'm trying to remember if we said Ohio or not. The University of Ohio.
I was going to joke and say, shoot, Shawnee
As soon as you said Southeast Ohio, I was like, it is Ohio?
That's just Ohio, yeah.
It's just Ohio.
And those first 3 games at Rutgers that they give West Virginia at home, which that makes a lot of Marshall people really angry that West Virginia goes there.
We'll go play Ohio, but not play Marshall.
Ohio State. But yeah, they play on Thursday, Friday, and 3 times on Tuesday.
Gotta love the MAC.
Gotta love some action.
Gotta love the MAC. All right, guys, another fun. Again, you are 12 for 12 in the Power 5. And shot clock was up.
We'll go over.
You're 0 for 3. 0 for 3. So that, again, I got to stump you guys on the Power 5 team. I don't think I'm ever going to get you on the SEC because there's just too many triggers.
Yep.
Too many easy ones. But, yeah, some of these we're going to get you on.
Yeah, Big 12, that was kind of a...
That was a rough
scary.
One. Yeah.
I was worried.
Yeah. Well, guys, that will do it for X Sports today. So for Taylor Plott, Michael Marks, Hayden Burks, I'm AJ Good. We'll see you guys once again tomorrow.
Going the distance for local sports. This is X Sports Today.